As you continue to build momentum on Facebook, you're really going to be focusing on how many people are seeing your page posts. Now, Facebook as a whole is showing a decline in the ability of a page post to have an organic reach. And this is happening because there is so much content being shared on Facebook, it can't possibly get in front of every single person. So this means that your content is going to be competing with all kinds of other stories to get placement in a user's newsfeed. So with that said, it's not sheer quantity that's going to resolve this problem. The main factor with Facebook is focusing on quality. Posting less frequent, high-quality content is always going to beat out the strategy of posting low-quality, high-frequency content. Now, another factor in your reach is timing. Let's say you've opted to post 2 status updates per day, and this is a fairly standard frequency, by the way. The time that those 2 posts go out, in other words, whether they go out at noon or 2 or 4, will greatly impact their visibility. And this all comes down to when your audience is online. If your particular audience spends Facebook during their lunch hour, then distributing your content just before lunch will likely lead to a higher percentage of users seeing that content. Now, you do have to keep in mind, though, that Facebook is going to determine the final relevancy. So if you're promoting, say, a lunch special at a restaurant and it's very time sensitive, the Facebook post is probably going to miss the mark. Facebook might delay the distribution, or it might even continue distributing it throughout the day, maybe even into the next day. So it's not always ideal for instant deals. Now, if you had a lunch special running every week, well, in that case, Facebook's going to be a great place. If you've got an instant deal that's going to last the next hour or two, Twitter is going to be fantastic at that. Now, a quick way to gauge the best time to post content is by looking at your audience's activity level when they're online. And you can do that by visiting your page as an admin, selecting Insights from the menu navigation at the top of the screen, and then selecting Posts from the navigation menu on the left-hand side. And that's where I am right now. Now, keep in mind, you won't have access to this data if you have less than 30 likes on your Facebook page. So if you can't find it, that's likely why. Now, what's great is that we're now looking at a graph of a recent 1-week period when our users are online. You'll see here, I can hover over this chart to see the quantity of users at the various times within my current time zone. So I'm in the Pacific time zone, so this is going to be specific to me. If you're in Eastern or Central, it's going to adjust for you. So I can see here that I have a high frequency of users at about 8 in the morning, and I've got another peak right around midnight. So in this case, I might want to publish my posts around 7 or 8 in the morning and have some posts going out at 10 through midnight. I really recommend looking at this data over time, seeing how it shifts, and then focusing on getting your content to be delivered during the time when your audience is most likely to be online. But as with everything, experiment and find out what works best for your brand.